Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and in this one I'm going to go over why I believe that announcing the next Assassin's Creed at E3 might be a bad idea, and why I don't think Ubisoft would do it. I grazed over this in a recent video in which I talk about whether or not we are going to expect an announcement in May this month, but I thought I'd do this video on its own so that I can expand on my point so everybody understands exactly what I mean. Now, I don't expect to see anything at E3 if we see nothing beforehand, but Ubisoft could do it. Please bear in mind that I'm just talking because I'm trying to express my thoughts on this, but you just need to take it with a pinch of salt in the grand scheme of things. So as we know, there have been numerous times where Ubisoft representatives have spoken out about Assassin's Creed and the next installment in the franchise, and every time they have been suggestive that the game is far from ready. That much we know. That's not the point. The point is, if we don't see anything this month, we could very well see something at E3, which wouldn't be the best of ideas. You want to know why? Because E3 is the biggest gaming event there is. What happens there are a load of games are announced, and they're going to be games bigger than Assassin's Creed announced there. And like I said in my recent video, I do believe that Ubisoft will easily get shadowed with every title they have because of their shaded reputation in recent years for mixed reviews. To get the best reaction, Ubisoft really need to find the spotlight, which means they need to announce it at a time where they're not going to be shadowed by these other games made by more esteemed companies. I'm not saying that Ubisoft is a bad company, all I'm saying it has the reputation of one in the gaming world. Now, Ubisoft are yet to announce some AAA titles, so we could very well hear more about those within the next month. If they're going to release them this year, then it's going to be within the next month to E3 they're going to want to announce it. But by E3, I reckon they're all going to be announced, because Ubisoft don't really want to get that shadow from all these other companies making games that people are more hyped for, considering they've got a better track record. I could be wrong, but with their leading title of the year, like Assassin's Creed surely would be, they'll want to save announcing that for a more ideal time where it's going to steal the spotlight entirely. We may get more information at E3, like loads of information, but if we're going to get anything like a proper announcement, we're going to expect it to begin in May. And then we may get the gameplay stuff at E3, that would probably work. But from where I'm sitting, I see it that if we don't see anything this month, we probably won't see anything at E3 either. But I could be wrong, and if we don't see anything in May, I do hope I'm wrong, because I want to see what the next Assassin's Creed looks like. Also, Ubisoft seem to have taken a liking to announcing games in the month of May, so we definitely can expect at least one Ubisoft announcement this May. It's going to happen, but what will it be? That is the question. There's always the time period between the end of May and E3 where they could announce like a little teaser trailer, then give us like a gameplay reveal at E3 or whatever. They did that with Watch Dogs 2, where they gave us a little bit before E3 in the early days of June, and then we got a proper massive gameplay demo at E3. They could do that, and that would probably work just as well. But the point is, no Ubisoft game is going to properly get itself out there at this point at E3 because of their shaded reputation, and also they've got these massive events that are like 2 hours long where they go through loads and loads and loads of things, and there's never really one thing that takes the cake. But if they did announce Assassin's Creed, they'd do it at the end, so that's the thing that gets people going wow when they leave or whatever. So they could easily do that, but at the same time you've got to remember that E3, the massive event where everybody is announcing stuff, even for the sake of announcing it, it's risky for any company. And Ubisoft are very intelligent when it comes to marketing, so if they've got a game they really want to shine, they're not going to announce it at E3, they're going to announce it beforehand and then show more of it off at E3. And then give us loads of hype before the game comes out, because that's how Ubisoft likes to market things. They don't like to announce things with the general rabble when something else is going to take the cake. They are going to show us beforehand if they wish to show us something at E3, because that's just how Ubisoft works. And I could be wrong, Ubisoft could try another way, and they could announce at E3, but I'm very doubtful that that's the case, because like I said, Ubisoft have very clever marketing people, and I'm of the mind that they will know when to show it is best. So I don't really think that we're going to see anything necessarily at E3 if we don't see anything this month, but I could be wrong. But I do believe there's that chance we could see something this month. I'm very hopeful, but like I said in a recent video that I made, the one that I've hinted at the start of this video, I do believe that Ubisoft representatives, when talking about the next Assassin's Creed as recently as late March, have been highly suggestive that the next Assassin's Creed is far from ready to show the public, so it's quite likely we could see nothing for another year. Honestly, the best thing that we can do at this point is just wait and see. I don't know why, I felt like I needed to make this video so people know that if we don't see anything this month, then it's probably best to not expect anything at E3. However, there's always the chance that we could see something during this month or in the early days of June. But if they're going to release the game by the end of this year, they're going to want to show us something at E3. So when it comes to the announcement, knowing Ubisoft, they're going to want to pick the best time to do that, which would be prior to E3. And as much as I could be wrong, and I hope I am, when E3 comes around, and if we still haven't seen anything, I'm just going to be of the mind that we probably aren't getting an Assassin's Creed game this year either. E3 would probably be the final chance to prove me wrong, but knowing Ubisoft, their marketing is too intelligent to announce too much at E3, and instead they'd rather announce it beforehand so that it gets more of the spotlight. And then by E3, the internet isn't orgasming over gameplay for Red Dead Redemption 2 when Ubisoft are trying to announce Assassin's Creed or whatever. So that's why I think an E3 announcement won't happen for Assassin's Creed at least. I mean, Ubisoft's marketing is good, so I suppose they could just about sell the game anywhere. Whether or not they get the same response because of their reputation, that will be to be seen, I suppose. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends about this video. Let me know what you think. Do you think we'll get an announcement soon or at E3 or what? Or do you reckon we won't get anything this year? Or we might get something later on this year for early next year? Let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested in what you guys think because I personally think that at this point it's either May, early June or not at all. I don't see Ubisoft announcing an Assassin's Creed game at E3 when other things are being announced, but I could be wrong. This is all in my opinion, these are my views, take it with a pinch of salt when it comes to actual Ubisoft process, whatever, and I'll see you all very soon. Let me know what you think, that's the main thing here, so yeah.